Can y'all hear me? Okay. So yes, it's Keeping It Bando with your girl Lizzie Yayo. And as I was saying, we have artists that have been putting in so much work, and they need to be notified of some certain things that goes on in this industry. I have CrispyCam. He's in the building. Let me go ahead and add him to the live. See here. Let me know if you see it. What's up, Mo Cheddar? We got my cousin Loveborn in the building. Hey there,
What it
Crispy.
do? What it do? What's the word?
How are you doing today?
Chilling, man. Having taking it easy, man. Taking it one day at a time, man. You know, just one day at a time.
That's
How
all.
you doing today? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I ain't got my makeup on. Skin glowing. I'm good.
I see you. I see you ready though. I see you ready though. Up bright and early. This is what's up.
Always, always. So, if you can, let everybody know who you are and what it is that you do.
For everybody don't know me, I'm Crispy Cam. Most people know me as Cam. I am a publisher. I have a music label. I'm an author, a publisher. I'm a father, an uncle, a brother. You know what I'm saying? And an entrepreneur overall. I got a music label. That I do publishing for. I publish books and everything. It's called Paid and Full Records, formerly known as Paid and Full ENT LLC. Um, and I also have a clothing line. I'm a designer, so I design a lot of clothing from scratch just for my hands, or I have manufacturers, make my designs for me. So I'm a man with a lot of titles.
I love that. Can you tell them one type in particular clothing that you do have that I love and I need mine?
Okay. Okay, well, we make the sweaters for show for the label, like the ones I got on, Paid and Full sweaters, with your name, customized with your Instagram on there, or whatever you do for your promotions, and then we got the PAF on the back, and then I got the clothing brand right here, Prosperity. I'm working on a men's boxer line, basically, boxers for men. I'm basically working on a luxury underwear line where I'm doing like robes, boxers, socks, and stuff like that. Just like my own design stuff that I made mock-ups and basically did from scratch. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
that's basically what the clothing line and everything. I also have all royalty too, though. That's kind of like Prosperity. I bought the logo basically right here. I own this logo right here. It stands for Prosperity. So I just figured like, why not buy a symbol that means prosperity? You can't get nothing but good luck if you want that symbol. You know what I'm saying? As long as your mind in the right place.
That's
So
a
yeah, that's what's up.
So where you say you from?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I grew up kind of back and forth though, Milwaukee and Chicago. Um, but most of my life, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, Milwaukee.
And what is it like out there being an artist?
In the middle, it's hard. It's tough. It's you just got to be real. Like out of the mill, you just got to be real. Like as long as you keep it 100 in your music and your craft, and you got people that that know you, that's like know you serious. You know what I'm saying? You ain't bullshitting in your craft. Then you're gonna have other people vouching for you. So it's just all about being real, being 100. And then staying consistent at what you do, pretty much. And connecting with the right people out there. That's in the industry.
Okay. So what inspired you to choose the name Crispy Cam?
I got inspired by another artist actually. I used to be a big fan of Doughboys Cash Out when I was coming up, Detroit rap group, and kind of got inspired by Crispy Keys, like another artist with the Crispy, nobody. And then I was already like doing a lot of barbering, so I kind of had the name Crispy already, like from my barbering and everything. But just going with it as an artist, just being inspired by Crispy Keys. Just got that. That's where I got my inspiration from. In case y'all don't know, Doughboys Cash Out, Crispy Keys.
How did you get started in your field?
Um, I got started as a kid. Honestly, I've been kind of like performing, doing shows, and just like the whole everything with music since I was about maybe like 9 years old, 12 years old. I used to like do shows in front of my whole school, talent shows. Like I was always a performer, you know what I'm saying? So it just led on to at like the age of maybe like 10 or something like that. It led on to me writing, and then I lived next door to a real popular like local artist in my city, Milwaukee. His name was Ice Dog. He had like his own music label. He was like real big back when we was kids and everything, and he had like his own studio and all that. So me and Ike Dog, like I just sit next door with him, you know, and then make music over there all day, you know. So it started as a kid, basically, like being actually on records and like having people like sing, you know, sing our songs and shit like that.
That's what's
Yeah.
so what projects are you currently working on?
Currently I'm working on I have a mixtape I'm doing of like all artists. It's called Underrated. So what I'm doing is I'm taking like a lot of the artists that I work with from like different cities like Milwaukee, Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, you know, Atlanta, California, like just all the artists that I kind of work with that's still consistent, that's still kind of like building in their career and going up top. Like, you know, most of them will be on there basically. So it's just like people that's relevant. You know, it's a lot of relevant people that's out here right now. You know, doing their thing. I'm sure y'all gonna know some of the people that's on there, but it's a lot of people that I worked with basically.
Okay, you mind naming a few?
So we got a couple Minnesota artists like well, we got Milwaukee artists. We got Malik F. He's on Instagram at Malik F. Still waiting on Munch Lauren. It's another Milwaukee artist that's sitting over his stuff. We got Killer Bappo from Illinois. We got Jeek Self from Illinois. We got Milo Flexen from Minnesota. We got MB Benji from Detroit. Just you know, a couple of them, all on independent. You know, all of them just really like been sticking to their craft, you know, growing at what they do.
Thanks. Shout out to them for sticking to their craft. And so what are some of your biggest, or who is some of your biggest influences?
Um, my biggest influence, I would say, I would have to go with like Master P, because he was like always somebody I looked up and I watched like as I grew up, I had always watched him like start off from like being a hood nigga to being like, you know, taking over, you know, being an entrepreneur, changing over everything he did and legalizing his stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of always kind of took that approach of just trying to like go the independent route, and then, you know, just making it out of the struggle to something bigger, basically. So Master P always been like a big influence for me. Dolph, of course, like he always been like his CEO shit. So just like all the CEOs, like, you know, basically like that's where I get my influence from.
Okay. Um, so what services do you provide for your artists?
So we provide for my label. If you look us up at www.paidandfullent.com, we provide management services, we provide publishing services, we provide tours, we provide local shows, we do bookings, we do basically anything you do need as an artist. We have somebody at the label, artist development, you know. And then if we don't have them based where we are, we have them in different cities. So we just basically do everything to build artists, you know what I'm saying? And then not just artists, also we build it, we helping publishers put their books out here. Like, you know, we helping people who making movies and reality shows publish their content and get it, you know, to the world, basically to the masses.
Teamwork make the dream work. That is for sure.
Definitely do.
How do you market your brand?
Um, I do a lot of marketing myself. It's a couple. I do self marketing, and I also partner with a lot of different brands that's higher than me. You know, with a bigger influence. I try to like connect with a bigger brand to market my brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To have a bigger audience. Basically, that's mostly how I do my marketing.
Right.
I mean, I have like certain techniques, you know, but I wouldn't like really like tell everybody, because, you know, everybody will have a great marketing plan, basically.
Right.
So
So pretty much, y'all shout out to Cam and hit him up if you want to be marketed, because it pays.
definitely getting paid for the marketing. Definitely get you a check. That's definitely what it's about.
Facts. So while we're on that topic, there's a lot of artists who fail to understand that you have to pay to play, or to, no, I'm not going to say pay to play. That sounds kind of, yeah, but in order to grow, you have to invest into yourself. Can you touch on that subject a bit for me?
I want to say that is like the most important thing you need to know as an artist, especially if you're independent. Now, if you're getting signed to a major label and they putting a whole lot of money behind you because they believe in your craft, and then they're gonna take that risk and build your credit and do the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Then that's it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you can hold up what they're looking for, but I would definitely say that is something that all artists need to know. You need to be able to have enough to invest into your craft, or if you don't have enough, you need to have a team of people who's willing to believe into you, to invest into you, to keep you relevant. Because there's other people in the industry that need to get paid. We want you to get paid as an artist, but also you need to know that the people that's helping you get paid as an artist need to get paid also. So that's what we kind of trying to keep that in people's minds. So you just really need to be able to have a good financial plan, or um, some kind of financial advisor, or some kind of because you got to pay to play. I agree, it's true.
Right. It's true. Um, I would like for everyone to take the time out, the little arrow on the bottom right side, to share the live as we continue on with our interview, because he is dropping a lot of jewels, and we are going to touch on some very important subjects here. Okay, now, what other advice do you have for someone who's trying to grow in the industry?
My advice is to just have a solid team. If you're gonna have a plan first of all. Don't just go in trying to be an artist. It's a lot of us that can make music. We all make music. We all good at making music. But I think that if you have a solid team, the people that believe in you and the people that's for your career. Like, if you want to be an artist, you need to have people around you that's like, you need a cameraman to take all your pictures and to take all your videos. You need a DJ to get you in spins in the club. You need you just need a whole team of people. You need people to help you develop as an artist. You need people to help you with marketing, promotions. Like, it takes a whole community to raise a child, basically. So being an artist, you need a whole pool of people that's supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a team. That's my advice. Make sure you got your team, and make sure you got your financial plan together. Because 9 times out of 10, most people they're gonna ask you what's your budget. So yeah, just make sure you got a team and a budget. That's my advice.
All right. And as you stated earlier, good attitude, a good
Yeah, because you
attitude.
can work hard. It's cool to work hard. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people out here that's cold, like that's good artists, and that's just like really, really not being recognized, but that's just putting in so much work. Like, I feel like I was one of those artists that was doing the most, spending all this money going here, going there, doing shows, booking this, trying to be on stage with this person, and not really getting the recognition that I wanted then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, and I think it's a lot of artists um, that's in that same position. So my advice would be to get out of that position. Just make sure you got that right team. Don't make the same mistakes. Like I made. I had a team that grew eventually, but when I first started, I didn't have a team. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make sure you got that team of people that's believing in you and that's supporting you and that's pushing you.
Amen. What motivates you to keep going?
I got kids. So number one, my children. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, that's number one. God, family, sisters, mom, brother. I got a brother in prison. He not out here right now, so that's a lot of motivation for me too. Like, since he not, that's like my other half. So he not here, I'm able to still do me. You know what I'm saying? While he out here, while he in there. So basically, mainly just family for me, like family.
Respect. Can you share your experience with Authentic Empire and how they took their money from you?
Yeah. So yeah, I wish I could tag them. I could have somebody tag them in here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Tag Authentic Empire. Go ahead, tag them.
Yeah, tag them because Authentic Empire or Boo Man or Carrick, any of them, because all you guys are familiar with everybody know who I am. Um, just had a whole situation. That's one of the. So I partner with Empires. I said I partner with these other companies that's and that's bigger than my company, so I can have a bigger presence, what I'm saying, a bigger audience. So I partnered with Empire for management because I had just signed a couple artists in Minnesota. Like we hadn't even really got signed all the way yet. We were just like verbally connecting everything, getting everything finalized. What I'm saying. I set them up with the management deal. And I set them up with the management deal. Everything was cool for a minute with them, and then they set me up with a distribution deal for my artists also. So the distribution deal was with Music Junkie, and basically signed in. I uploaded everything to Music Junkie. I probably uploaded like 10 or 15 tracks to them and videos, which we supposed to receive revenue off of. Like these artists that I'm working with, they giving me their music to get published so they can receive money. They believing in me, you know what I'm saying? So they can get their bag, So that's what's keeping them going. That's their motivation. So I already had a private streaming thing anyway myself, DistroKid. You know what I'm saying? I was going through them. I was going through United Masters, DistroKid, and a couple other different little streaming companies. But like I said, I started going through them with Music Junkie and gave them a couple songs so they could manage my artists. They were pretty good with the shows. They were like trying to set up shows, which you had to pay for. Basically, like it wasn't like we had a deal where I set up with them where I had to pay for they would pay for everything. Like all these artists think that you get a deal and everything's paid for, your hotel. Like I was still like my independent label, so I still had to fund all that shit. Like us going to the trip. Anytime they had the photo shoot, they would set it up, but we had to pay for it. I had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing they did basically was, like I said, I uploaded all our music. It was time to go in, check our streams, because usually I give my artists checks. Like, I got a label where I provide checks for the artists once they make a certain amount of money. So my thing was, hey, let's check it. Let's check on your streams every 3 months or see how you doing on your streams. And when I go into the application, which is Music Junkie, that's the distribution thing we have through them. Like they completely locked me out the account. So it's like I know they control it. So it's like one of the guys I spoke to on the phone when he was showing me how to set the account up. It was just like he was showing me that like he can get in there on the screen. Like if you ever like doing something on your phone, somebody like they'll tap into your phone with an arrow.
Yeah.
Like he was showing me everything. Like so it's kind of like how else. Where's the funds for our music? You know what I'm saying? Like, how else how else can we not be able to get into the account as if you guys cut us out the account or you change? Like, I have a Face ID, I have iCloud, Apple phone. So, when you got an Apple phone, you got your shit saved. So, boom, my password saved. So every time I'm going into my account to check for me and my artist streams, it's telling me, oh, your password's been changed. Okay, forgot password. Well, I'm not getting no emails, so I'm calling everybody at Empire. I'm texting Carrot and all of them. Hey, bro, I'm talking about I didn't hear from nobody for a long time at first, and then just out of nowhere, one of the interns called me and he was like, bro, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, bro. What's going on with our account? I still haven't been able to get in there in our streams. I still haven't been able to get into, our revenue so I can pay my artists or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh well, the interns is telling me like, yeah, well, I've been telling them that they doing business the wrong way. Like they're not good for business. They shouldn't treat their artists like so. He had no real help for me. He was just telling me like, bro, I agree with you. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We're working on it. It's going to be a couple months. Well, this was maybe like 2 months, 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I let it breathe for a minute. So I was like, okay, I'm going to chill. You know what I'm saying? Boom, still trying to get into the accounts to this day. We still not able to get into the account. So I have 4 artists, maybe 1, 2. I have 4 artists that I have their music where I distributed through Music Junkie with the partnership with Empire. And out of those 4 artists, from those, luckily, like I said, I got other different streaming, so where I'll be able to still pay them or whatever. But from the songs that I've given to Empire, it was like they kind of just scammed us out of our songs, and now they're just like collecting all our money from our streams. We don't know, like, I'm not able to get into my account. Nobody's returning my calls at the company. I'm steady commenting on their statuses. It's like, Authentic Empire, I know y'all do way better business than this. Like, where's y'all professionalism at? Where's y'all you know, where's your businessman to call and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know you're a businessman too. Let's figure this out. Let's situate it. Instead, they had an intern call me like, well, I know this fucked up too. Like, I told them, and it was just like, it's not professional at all. And I just want to, I feel like, I think that before you deal with them, from my experience as an artist, you probably like, uh, I can't even say just take your time, because I took my time. It's been years that they've been like in contact with me, telling me like they want to work with me and shit. So it's just like you just gotta be careful out here in the industry, like period, because there's a lot of that shit out here. And then my team told me I had a team in Atlanta, like my management in Atlanta, they told me like, bro, don't fuck with them, like they scammers. And I'm like, you know, I never heard that about them. But this was my management telling me, like I had management in Atlanta back when I was an artist. They were setting me up with shows with like all the major celebrities, everybody who came to Atlanta at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? I was there with them on stage or being booked. You know, my team was telling me like they're reputable people. You know what I'm saying? They was telling me like, bro, don't fuck with them. Like uh, Boo Man's a scammer and this and that. I'm like, I ain't gonna listen to that shit. Like I'm a, you know, I have my own experience. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I guess a hard head make a soft ass. So I'm still learning. I mean, I don't know what they doing about it, or I've been like still in contact, still trying, like I said, tag them in the post right now. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I'm about. Y'all know I'm a professional motherfucker. Like I'm a professional businessman. And what I'm speaking is real shit. Like, there's no way I should not be able to get into our account to check our streams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just bad for both businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, are y'all trying to cheat me and just take my shit from me and my artists, or like, are y'all really actually fixing it? Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, about how much money would you say that you put in with them?
The management deal was 5,000, and then on top of the management deal, like I said, the streams that like the streams that I'm supposed to pay my artists from, you know, they still streaming to this day. So we really don't even know how much money, like, you know, you never know. They could, one song could be streaming 10,000. So the thing is, I'm able usually to go in there and see, oh, you made a million streams, you made 500,000 streams, you get this much, you know what I'm saying? For this song, you get this much for this song. I can't even go in there to do that, you know what I'm saying? So they could have been streaming millions of times over and over and over again, still getting money, and I'm still, you know, they've been having big ass shows like with a lot of major celebrities that's been coming to Minnesota. Like one of them had a show with Asian Doll. They had King Louis. They had Little Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been on stage with all these people, and they get more popular. So it's like they want to see their streams, and we're not able to because we got this situation with this company that we're working with, and it's like it seems like they flaunting on the internet like they doing so much good business, but it's like when it comes to Paid and Full and our artists, what's the situation, what's going on. Like nobody's really being professional and like staying in tune with us to let us know what's really going on.
Man, like, what was y'all like specific services that they were supposed to be giving you, like the opportunities in exchange for the money that you gave them?
And that's another thing. So I did a $5,000 management deal with them. With the $5,000 management deal, when I first met them, mind you, they tried to tell me 5K just to talk to Boo Man alone. You know what I'm saying? This was years ago when I was an artist, and that was like when I first seen them coming up, maybe like 5, 6 years ago. You know, like I wanted to be what, you know, and it was just 5K to talk to them. But you know, I guess after so long, they see you still working, they want to work with you. They kind of like they were like, hey, bro, we'll sign you and all your artists. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, work with us. So I'm like, cool, let's go. You know, what y'all expected from me? How can we get our chains and our jackets and get on tour and all that? Okay, well, let's get them under a management and distribution deal. Okay, and that's what I did. I got them under the distribution, under the management. I had them sign in and put all that shit up in. I had each artist do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they knew they was really into, you know, they was expecting something from it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, to have them do it themselves and then get nothing is just like,
Slap in the
yeah.
face. And
It's just like
I can
bad on my
imagine.
reputation when it's like not me doing the bad business, it's the company. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
so at this point, me cashing out the artist is just like I'm just cashing out of my own pocket, like for what they did. You know what I'm saying? For what I still have to straighten my people. You know what I'm saying? So, or else, then, you know, people look at me like a bad businessman. So.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But you know what? That's like, shout out to you for doing that, because a lot of people, they not trustworthy or have that type of morale to do right by their people, regardless of the fact.
Yeah, I try to keep it real, like, because at the end of the day, I put my step, I put my name on it. So it's like,
Right.
if I put you in a situation and you get fucked up, you know, it fall back on me, because you probably would have never went that route if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I just want them to I just want Empire to recognize that, like I'm a whole businessman, bro, like, and I have a reputation, so it's like, don't ruin my reputation because you guys want to do bad business. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because that's not how I keep it with my people, and everybody who do business with me know that.
Right.
So that's why I kind of wanted to, to get people to be aware of, you got to kind of be skeptical, if you're dealing with a company like that.
Mm. So, like, did you see any red flags at all?
Like I said, I never seen no red flags with them, and everything I did was my management team told me. That was it. Before I decided, I ran it by them. I was like, hey, I'm gonna partner with them with the label, so we can get this management thing going, so I can get them shows, because what we were expecting was so doing the management deal that consisted of my artists being like at everything that they had going on. So basically, if they had a photo shoot, boom, we were supposed to be there. But then again, I was the one that had to pay for it. It wasn't like
Right.
I had them a major deal to where they had to. We had this money funded from them, which is what you would expect. You know what I'm saying? But this was basically solely a management deal. But you would think that it would come with them funding some of it. You know what I'm saying? Like funding the airplane tickets and the flights and the rental cars is all me. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting no help from them. So we basically expected to just stay booked up with shows, stay at all the photo shoots, like jackets, chains, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we got booked for some of the shows. I got booked for like maybe like 3 shows, and it just dry up. Like I said, since I had the situation with them, they, the intern told me it's a couple people on their label that's having that same situation. So
Mm.
it's just, I just kind of strayed away from it, at this point. Like, I'm
Right.
not even gonna depend on my artists going through that. So I just went with a whole different team and a whole different group of people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I'm tied to now, that's been a way better experience that I should have went with, versus going with someone that my actual team and people that care about me told me not to go with. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a lesson learned, though. It ain't really nothing major. But
So if
they just they gotta straighten me though. Like, that's all I want them to know. Y'all gotta pay me, period.
yeah.
One way or the other, we still own the music. And then I'm so ahead of this shit that the music I gave y'all I already published before. So it's like I am the owner of the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, regardless of what y'all do, y'all gotta straighten me, y'all. So
Right.
we might as well just get it out the way before I have to go for something, legally further than that. I don't want to deal with all that shit. I just want to be able to get my tickets so I can get that shit to the artists and let them, you know what I'm saying, how they glow.
Man. So if Authentic Empire was to respond to you today, what would you say to them?
Um, I would say I need to meet with somebody in person at this point, because I've spoken to several. I have all their teammates, uh, numbers, the interns numbers on the phone. I got the label number, and it's not getting me nowhere. They changed their numbers up. They 1 minute then you gotta call them, you gotta contact them Instagram or something. It's like always something, like. So my thing would be like, I would want them to meet me in person. Set up a meeting with me and let's do this in person, because we having some I mean, it's been like fucking 5-6 months now that we haven't seen no revenue for our shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, y'all dealing with a real business person. Like, I'm not a like backdoor ass, basement ass nigga, bro. Like, I really got my shit for real registered. It's really like, we really a brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, we want our shit, and we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we giving the respect out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Giving them the benefit of the doubt, giving them as much time as they think they're supposed to have. But at this point, when you get somebody so long, it just becomes me talking to people. It just become a runaround at this point. Like, okay, now am I being played with, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? I don't know. At the end of the day, like I said, we just they still gotta pay me, regardless.
Give him his money.
Give me my money, and then so I can give me my artist day money. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't give a fuck if it was $100 or $50 or $10,000 or $1,000,000. I rightfully they deserve that. They put their life on the on those tracks, on their music. They sharing
Right.
their cup with the world. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to be paid for their craft. So
Yeah.
if we got people that's out here like Authentic Empire, we got all these artists. I see they deal with a lot of independent artists the same way I do. Like, if we got labels out here that's inspired by all these if we got all these artists that's inspired by these labels like them, and you know what I'm saying, we got up and coming labels like Minds that's, trying to, it's either like they don't want you to get to the next level, which we are supposed to be trying to like get the next to the next level. You know what I'm saying? It's either they don't want you to, or it's either like I guess it's a sense of blackballing. You could say. I don't know if you want to consider that blackballing or something, but I feel like you can't be blackballed in the industry because shit, money talks in this industry. So
That's right.
no, and I don't really got no problem with paying my way. So that shit really ain't gonna matter. But yeah. Yeah, I just feel like, man, artists need to be aware of dealing with people like that, man. Dealing with labels like that, you just gotta know somebody in the label. Like, I have people that I know personally, and then I have people that I make deals with. I have phone conversations with. I've never shaken their hands. Like, I have just conversations with real tight, and I've never probably even met them in person. But when it comes to making your deals with your label and your music and shit like that, I believe the best thing to do is just meet in person. Everything in person. Don't sign nothing over line. Don't make no agreement online. Everything you don't FaceTime. Just do everything in person. It just work out. Even if I feel like now at the stage I'm at, if I have to fly out to meet this person that I'm doing business with, I'm willing to fly out. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the experiences I had in the past.
Right. You gotta see that in your face, and actually get that vibe off of the people. So I
Yeah.
guess that would be one thing that you could say that you could give to an artist or anybody that is trying to come up. Um, how can the people support you and your label since you've been affected by this?
Um, I would say, hey, just keep following everything that we doing. I'm not trying to knock nobody out the box or nothing. I just want what's rightfully mine. I ain't trying to really shame nobody. I'm just trying to tell the truth about the situation and get what's rightfully what I deserve and what's mine. So I would just say, well, it's not gonna stop us. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna stop making music. We're not gonna stop doing shows. We're not gonna stop, doing anything that we doing. It's just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Uh, just keep following, man. Just keep following me. Cam Harris on Facebook. I got another Facebook, Cameron Harris. I got Paid and Full Records. Like I said, the internet website is www.paidandfullent.com. We were formerly known as Paid and Full ENT LLC. So if you type ENT LLC, you might end up with the same thing as Paid and Full Records. So just keep following the movement, keep following the artists that I'm working with. I work with a lot of artists. Um, Doing a lot of things that I got coming up. I got a book out coming on the way. Mastering Facebook ads. Like I said, I got several music mixtapes and little stuff like that coming out with a lot of artists that's been really going hard, and it's just been really like putting a name out here for themselves. So as long as you're following one of my platforms, you should be able to get some of what I'm doing. I mean, I got CrispyCam on what's that, YouTube? Paid in Full ENT on YouTube and Paid in Full Records on YouTube. We just started a new YouTube at Paid in Full Records, so that's probably the best way to keep up with a lot of the content. A lot of the new content we're gonna have on the new pages, Paid in Full Records. We got two YouTubes, not the old one, not Paid in Full ENT. We got Paid in Full Records now, so just following everything we're doing, keep up with everything we're doing. That's all.
Yes, thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Cam and Crispy Graham. Like he's really out there pushing artists, independent artists, and letting them know that the game is not over. Don't be discouraged. Keep your head up. Even if you go through your trials and tribulations, he is a prime example of keep pushing and doing what it is that you love to do. And I appreciate you, Crispy.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for letting me, put the truth out there,
Oh
get
yeah,
heard.
the period. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm definitely gonna have to have Crispy back up here. Maybe you can get some of your artists to come out and show some love to the platform here on Keepin It Bando. And again, everybody, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. You never know what's really on the mind of another individual that you think got your back. So thank you so much.
All right, love.
All right, love. Till next time.